Hi, welcome on board to Woman of Valor. Process your emotions intentionally. How are you all doing today? Today is a beautiful day. Now imagine making a declaration in the morning before you leave your house, and on your way to work, you get pissed off by a careless driver and he almost crashes your car, but you eventually make it to work. Now it is obvious that he got you mad. So what do? Do you take offense and get rid of your declaration of today being a good day? Today, I would like us to talk about anger. Anger is like any other emotion. It's like happiness, sadness, anxiety. It's like any other emotion. Now, reacting to anger does not purge you from feeling it. Reacting to that emotion does not stop you or doesn't change the fact that you are angry. It feeds the emotion. The best way to dealing with anger is knowing your triggers. What triggered you? Is it what was said or how it was said? Now, if it is what was said, you have to understand that people's actions have more to do with them and less to do with us. When you know who you are and you are confident in who you are and you're confident in your values, then what was said will not trigger you because it is not your reality. And it doesn't matter what was said, but what was believed. What do you think about yourself? What is God saying about you? How are you living your life? Now, if you're conscious about all those things and what was said doesn't rhyme with it, it doesn't bother you because you know yourself. Now, if you are mad because of how it was said, you need to be able to communicate your boundaries. Am I saying that we should just keep quiet and let people disrespect us and not take offense? No. I am saying that you don't feed the emotion. You find a way to understand why you're angry so that you can calmly explain yourself. You can calmly explain your boundaries. You can communicate and the other person can listen. At that point, reacting is feeding the anger. We should be able to communicate our boundaries without letting the emotions overwhelm us. We should be able to communicate our expectations, in other words, boundaries, calmly and with love, respecting the other person. It don't matter if the person was disrespectful towards you. You know who you are, you know your values, you know that it has nothing to do with you but more of the other person. So you calmly communicate because you want the person to understand. Now, if you communicate your boundaries calmly and the person refuses to respect you, you have the right to leave the friendship or the relationship because all of us deserve respect. Now, let me give you a practical example. I had this friend, we were quite close, as in we did almost everything together. But then she started disrespecting me and crossing my boundaries. Boundaries I have communicated to her before. And then at some point, she disrespected me in front of all her friends. I just knew I couldn't take it no more, so I backed off the friendship. And then months later down the line, it got to me that she was saying stuff about me. Now, I was mad and I was angry. I felt offended. I had to sit back and really go back to my trigger. I had to understand why I was offended. When I knew what triggered me, it made it so easy for me to forgive. Because one, I know that I am not the problem. Two, I know that what is being said is not my reality. Three, I know myself. So I started praying for her. So we get to see that understanding our triggers makes us to handle situations better. Instead of just reacting. Now, let's see this other case scenario. What if I reacted? Sometimes you get provoked to the fact that you're like, it's going down, it's going down. But then offense belittles you. When you become a subject to your emotion, you find yourself you find yourself dragging down the mud. And now when you have vibrated to a certain level, you don't want to play those games. You don't want to go back there. When you know if it's what was said or how it was said that is making you mad, you can be able to communicate easily, and you just automatically heal from the whole drama. You become free. Now, people who often get angry and who take offense in every single thing, they have an ego problem. Most times we feel like our ego is hurt, we feel like we're not being understood, we feel like we're being belittled, or we feel like, how is the other person going to look at me? The person is going to belittle me. Your ego is just hurt. But then we need to understand that humility is a way of life. God raises the humble and he despises the proud. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you felt at the moment. It doesn't matter if your ego was hurt. If you are able to handle the emotion intentionally, if you're able to go back to what triggered you, and you're able to really to understand, to see reasons and how you can handle the emotion better. When you become a subject to anger, when you react without thinking, or you react just from the emotional point of view without having a rethink, it belittles you. You get out of character. You see people fighting. You see people throwing acid at each other. That's unnecessary. If only they could sit back and just try to understand what their trigger is, they can obviously manage the situation better. We should remember that humility is a way of life, and it doesn't belittle you in any way. If anything, it lifts you up, because there is no fun in going out of character. There is no fun in working so hard to prove a point. There is no fun in just reacting because of your emotions. There's no fun in fighting. We can actually show others calmly how to respect us, how to communicate our boundaries. If we take offense and we start acting from anger, we can't do that. You can't serve two masters at a time. You should be always ready to appreciate exemplary conduct and to ignore bad behavior. It is not our place to judge. It is not our place to always try to prove a point. Choose humility, choose peace, choose love. Thank you so much for watching. We have come to the end of this video. I really hope that this video was helpful to you and has brought you to some kind of intentionality and awareness, because that is my aim. My name is Earl Cynthia, founder of Woman of Valor, life coach and therapist. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet done so, and if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.